Okay, all right, we're recording now. So welcome to today's continuing education on skin care with essential oils. And we have Michelle Sun and Latisha Longoria presenting today. And so I think they're gonna go ahead and share their screen, right? So let me tell you a little bit about something about Latisha. So Latisha makes everything beautiful, whether it be someone's hair, because she's a hairstylist, or someone's face, she'll do their makeup. But just like, if she's gonna put a party together, it's beautiful. If she's gonna teach a class, it's gonna be beautiful. Okay, so that's Latisha for you. And so she's gonna teach us how to make our skin beautiful today. And then Michelle's son, she just is beautiful all the time. And she is very influential, very knowledgeable about the essential oils she uses on herself and her 4 girls. And so we're just excited to learn from the both of you today. So go ahead and share your screens, and we're excited for all the things you have to share.
Yeah, there's a lot of beauty going on in Michelle's house. Okay, so so today our topic is essential skincare. And so basically we're here because we want to understand our skin better and how to take care of it from a more natural perspective. Okay, so some questions you might ask yourself are, what are some things you love about the skin you are in? And then what are some things you want to improve? So I think the first question, I think that we have the skin that we live in, and none of us got to choose it, pretty much, right?
Okay.
But we're going to make the best of it. And we're going to use the best things that are going to help us topically and internally.
Greatest country in the universe.
So,
why? Created Seinfeld, bubble wrap.
Okay.
what are some things you want
If you
to
can mute yourself, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, there was a whole, I mean, we just
Realizing
went
there's
kind of
almost
straight,
nothing not
and
to
then there's the,
You can mute, Tina, from your end.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to mute. Okay.
Okay, awesome. I know. Sometimes it's hard to know if you're muted or not. As long as you're not yelling at the kids or something, you know, no one needs to know that.
Or the husband.
I'm sure, I'm like, am I muted? Okay. So yeah, just try and catch yourself if you're muted or not. And if you are hearing yourself, then mute yourself. Okay. So anyway, so what are some things you want to improve? I think that after today, we go through these slides with Michelle and I, you're going to learn a lot about what you already have with your doTERRA products, and how much improvement and how many natural benefits you can actually receive from these products. Again, not just topically, but internally and emotionally as well. So let's go to our next slide. All right, so the first slide we're going to talk about, we're going to talk about some common, the next few slides are going to be about common skin issues that we face. Okay, so redness. Let's talk about that. I'm going to change my screen for myself 1 second here. I'm going to minimize my screen a little bit. Okay, there we go. Okay, so redness comes from a variety of things, but most are rooted in inflammation. So we're gonna talk a lot about topical application today. However, we're also going to be talking about some internal application, because inflammation can cause a lot of external issues. It can show up in many ways. It can show up in a rash. It can show up in blemishes. It can show up in different types of irritations, okay? So this right here, this line that we're looking at, the frankincense, the helichrysum, the yarrow palm, and the correctex, they're gonna come to the rescue when you're looking at redness, okay? So frankincense is an antioxidant, it's anti-aging, it's healing. It also is something you can use to minimize wrinkles, scarring of all types, whether it's like stretch marks or a burn or a cut, things like that. And then it's also an antidepressant. So if we feel better on the inside, also emotionally, I think we're also going to glow a little bit more. So I think that it's very important to mention that a lot of these oils help with depression, anti-depression, okay? Let's talk about helichrysum. Helichrysum is one of those very, very special essential oils. It has to do with tissue repair. It also helps to stop bleeding from an injury, like broken blood vessels, open wounds, things like that. It's also very healing to eczema and psoriasis. And if you've had an injury, like some sort of an impact where maybe you didn't break the skin, but you have a lot of bruising, it's an excellent oil to apply to that bruised area. And so it'll help to, also it's one of the oils we go to for the nosebleed. If you get a lot of nosebleeds, you're gonna apply that across the bridge of your nose and it's gonna help there. Let's move to Yarrow Palm. And Yarrow Palm is a blend. It has the yarrow essential oil, which is a flower. And then the palm is pomegranate seed oil. So that's the base. So it's mixed with that. So it already has a carrier with it. And it's great for eczema, skin irritation. It's an anti-inflammatory, so it helps if you have inflammation like injuries, or if you've had a surgery, or you have something that's causing inflammation in that area. And also puffiness, so that's really great like in the morning if you're dealing with a lot of puffiness under the eyes, on the eyelid, you can use it for that. And it's also great for varicose veins because it's very beneficial for circulation. So it's something that's a lot of these you can take internally. Yarrow Palm has some internal benefits also, so you can use it topically and internally. And then I want to get to this little tube down here called CorrectX. If you don't have CorrectX in your purse, in your makeup bag, in your first aid kit, you definitely should add this into your ordering because it's very inexpensive. However, it has some of the most amazing and expensive essential oils inside that tube. So it's basically an all-natural topical ointment that uses essential oils to soothe various skin irritations. So I'm going to tell you the oils that are in this little tube here. Sandalwood, cedarwood, lavender, tea tree, frankincense, helichrysum, rose, and ginger. So this guy here is packed with some amazing powerful essential oils to help with redness of the skin. So we're going to go to our next screen. And I think, yes, okay. So now another common skin issue that we're going to deal with is scarring. They usually fade over time. However, most of us would desire a more minimized color and for the scars to get smaller and for them to heal faster. So you're going to notice that we're going to be repeating a few of these oils because there's so many of them that are beneficial, they cross over, right? So let's talk about geranium because we didn't talk about that in the last screen. But geranium is also an antidepressant. It is great for hormonal balance and depression, and also varicose veins because it has great circulation benefits. It also helps with any kind of bleeding from an injury, like right directly after you have some sort of a surgery or a cut injury, something along those lines, including breakouts. Now, sometimes pimples can become pustule, and when they open, they may bleed. So someone who's dealing with some really intense acne, breakouts, all of these oils are great to help heal, soothe, and to be antibacterial for those breakouts. So let's go to our next slide, which is breakouts. And I think Michelle is going to tell us something about this screen.
Yeah, so breakouts is common in our household. And it can happen at any age because I can definitely attest to that. For me, I usually use Belarus, the tea tree. That is a germicidal and cleansing. It's a cleansing oil. What I like to do is just hot treat it because I don't get a lot of breakouts, but it does happen. So whenever I feel like I may be getting like a little itch and knowing that a pimple is coming out, then I'll apply it in the morning, maybe 2 or 3 times during the day and also at nighttime. And then the next day it'll be gone, or it won't poof up and become really big and be like a big diamond on the top of my forehead. But for my daughters, I have an 18-year-old, a 14-year-old, and even my 11-year-old who is going through puberty. So they all get breakouts. For them, I give them the HD Clear, which has oils like black cumin seed oil, crowwood leaf, melaleuca, litsea, eucalyptus, even geranium that Latisha just talked about. This HD Clear, it helps reduce breakouts. So it's not as it happens, you can use it. So you use it daily and it can promote a clear complexion. And they also use melaleuca as well. If, sometimes they would want just a little extra on their pimple, but they use both. And then rose, I can't say enough good things about rose. Rose smells so good. It's like Latisha said, it's something, if you feel good, your skin is going to be good. So it's actually emotionally uplifting, but rose oil itself can help balance moisture, and it just helps reduce the appearance of these breakouts. It's just overall a great oil for skin. And here, the slide says breakouts are often associated with food sensitivities, hormones, and bacteria. Therefore, the tea tree helps on these scars, on these breakouts, because it kills germs and bacteria. Go hand in hand. So let's go on to the next slide. Brown spots. I'm also going to talk about brown spots. Brown spot, I started getting brown spots after having my first child, and then my second, and then after my third and fourth. They just, I guess it's, for me, it was caused by hormonal pigmentation, but I felt like I just can't, they just love me. They just keep coming. So I do try my very best to wear sunscreen every day and wear a hat so that I minimize getting the brown spots. So I'm really happy that we have these essential oils that help. So I use frankincense as a spot treatment. I have like one, a little heavier here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's actually cleared up a little bit because I'm taking pictures since the first day that I started using it. And it's been about 4 months since I used the frankincense. And I would spot treat it, but I also would put it in my moisturizer because frankincense is just, it's everything, like Latisha said. It promotes cellular health, it promotes nervous health, so nervous system health. So frankincense, I would put it in my moisturizer and mix it up. So in case I forget to spot treat it, it's already in my moisturizer and I'm applying it every day. Black spruce is also another great cleansing essential oil. And sandalwood has a chemical constituent called xanthol, and it is beautifying to the skin. So when you apply that topically, that can minimize the appearance of blemishes as well as wrinkles and other skin imperfections like the brown spots. So that you can also put it inside your moisturizer and apply it to your skin. And then the next oil is lavender. Lavender is, I'm sure most of you know that lavender is a very calming oil, and that overall is really good for calming the skin. So therefore it helps with brown spots.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
We're gonna go to the next slide. And
Okay, so our next common skin issue is aging. If you're not aging, then I don't know. I'd rather be aging than the alternative, right? So since we're gonna be aging, we're gonna try to do it as best as we can. So aging is evident by fine lines, wrinkles, and loose skin. The goal is to age more gracefully using natural products to support this process. So here are 4 amazing options that we can choose from. Frankincense, of course, is kind of like, it's just ever present. It's always going to be not in just skincare, the skincare conversation, but anti-oxidant. So we've talked a lot about frankincense and how beneficial that is. But let's talk about Immortelle. Immortelle is our anti-aging blend. So if you're looking up in one of the essential oil books and you're looking for Immortelle, you're probably not going to find that word. Instead, you're going to find the anti-aging blend. So the blend of oils that is in the anti-aging blend is frankincense, of course, sandalwood, lavender, myrrh, helichrysum, and rose. So this roller here is pure essential oils. It doesn't have any dilution. There's no fractionated coconut oil or any other carrier oil with it. It's pure essential oils. So you can approach that the best way that fits for you. If you have extra sensitive skin, you always know that you want to dilute first, and then you can add the oil to that. Like for example, sometimes I'll just take my fractionated coconut oil and I'll just dab it on my face, and then I'll take my roller and I'll touch roll in some spots, and then I will use that to move the Immortelle around easier, okay? Because I don't want my whole face to have just pure Immortelle on it. I have very sensitive skin, so if I were to use the Immortelle like on my neck and like in the décolleté area, which is a good option also, not just from here to here, but all the way down here, I'm highly sensitive. So I'm always telling people to, before you really dive into putting in any essential oil directly on your face, non-diluted, dilute first. It's like dilute, dilute, dilute. Because it doesn't take away the benefits, doesn't take away the potency of the essential oil. Rather, it helps your skin to be able, and your body to be able to receive those potent molecules without feeling like overloaded. Kind of like, what are all of these amazing molecules doing on my body? And your body might have an adverse reaction. So being allergic to something and having an irritation are two different things. So sometimes people confuse an irritation with an allergy, because they use something the first time and they have a reaction, a really bad reaction. So I find that if people have a bad reaction with something, they don't want to try it again because they don't want to have that reaction ever again. So I really want to emphasize diluting with these oils on your face, especially first, okay? And let your body become familiar with these molecules and these compounds. So diluting the Immortelle, you can also cut this. You can make two roller bottles out of it. You can take half of the Immortelle, put it into another roller and dilute them, and then you can use it straight on your skin. It just depends on how much, what you would like to do with that. So with the irritation, what I was talking about irritation is, if you introduce an essential oil to yourself and you find that you may have a slight irritation, it doesn't mean that you can't use the product. It doesn't mean that you're allergic to it. It just means that you need to dilute it. So instead of finding out the back way, just go forward with dilution and then add the oil along with it. So you have a really positive effect for yourself. And you don't have that irritation, because it could take, days for it to really go away. And we don't want that. We don't want that at all. We want the benefits of good skin that looks, fresh and treated like with all this shininess that you can get from having healthy, glowing skin, right? So then what's our other one here is the neroli. So neroli is pretty amazing in itself. I have this really great essential oil book, and it has all these great explanations of the oils. So I'm going to read the neroli straight from it to you. It says here it's great for scar tissue and stretch marks. So that's topical. It's also an excellent perfume because there's no fragrance. It's all natural. Cramps and spasms, emotional exhaustion, nervousness, depression, and skin regeneration. That one really stood out to me, skin regeneration. So I'm saying that neroli is a must in your anti-aging skin issue regime. So if you don't have that one, that comes only in the 10 ml roller. It's already diluted because it's called the Touch. So if a bottle says Touch, it means it's diluted. So it's sitting next to the Immortelle, which means the difference is Immortelle is pure essential oil. The neroli is diluted, so you can directly apply it straight to the skin area that you're trying to treat. Okay, and then as you can see, they all cross over. So we're talking skincare today, but it's almost impossible for us to not be excited about what they can do emotionally, and some of them even internally, right? So now let's move on to myrrh. Myrrh is one of those special oils that is even mentioned in the Bible. It was given to Jesus by the wise men. So obviously they were very wise and they knew why they were doing these things. Same with frankincense. So we know that this is nothing new. Myrrh has been around for thousands of years, and it's a gift that God has given us to help in these ways. So for myrrh, if we're talking topically, we're going to talk about wrinkles, fine lines, of course, eczema and skin irritation again. Chapped skin, for example, if you are out and in the wintertime, I don't know if you have experienced when you're in the cold weather, your skin can get really chapped from maybe skiing or being in the snow in the mountains or wind. So it's really great to mix into with the moisturizer. And again, also stretch marks. So those are some really, I mean, this line right here for anti-aging is, they all need their own little crowns on top of them because they're pretty great. Okay, the next slide. Okay, so this one, I think we could probably do a whole session on the lifelong vitality because there's just so much information to share about it. So let me just try and wrap it up like super concise for you. Basically, we're talking lifelong vitality. We're talking beauty from the inside out, the ultimate part of the inside out process, okay? So healing, protecting, and revitalizing your skin begins from the inside out. Our skin is reflecting 80% of what's going on inside our bodies and 20% of what's going on the outside of our bodies. So as Dr. Tina and Dr. Ma, and they're always talking about on our Thursday classes, because we have really great doctor Q&A essential oil classes on Thursdays. The one thing that always stands out to me is that this is our foundation. So lifelong vitality is the foundation of our health from the inside, which naturally reflects from the outside. You can see here all the different components of the vitamins and minerals, the omegas, and the alpha CRS. So those three combinations, it's going to cover all the areas that our body needs to function properly. So I noticed that when the doctors are talking about, someone will ask a question, oh, so-and-so has this condition or so-and-so has this condition. Number one, lifelong vitality. And from there we build and we add into, we customize our needs for what our concerns are. So this is whole food. It is very, it's not a vitamin and mineral supplement that you would take that your body doesn't know what to do with. It's not like made in the lab. These are all minerals and vitamins found in actual food. So it's like you're taking that concentrated amount of those vitamins and those minerals and the omegas in this lifelong vitality. Now there's you can buy this pack and have a 30-day guarantee. You try it out, and if you're not satisfied or you don't think you notice a difference, doTERRA will, they believe in it enough that they will guarantee and stand behind it, and I guess give you your money back. I don't even know anybody who would really think that, you know. So, but they believe in it, and they know that this is the best supplement combo trio out there. So that's our lifelong vitality. Let's go to our next screen, which is, Michelle's going to go for that.
Hey, so Latisha already talked about how important it is to support our skin internally. So here are some other supplements besides our LOV, which is so great. The first one is Yarrow Palm. This is the Cellular Beauty Complex. I have it right here. So this is packed with antioxidants, and that's what can make our skin look youthful from within. And it has oils like celery seed, frankincense, palmarosa, turmeric, and even melissa. And it contains grapeseed and vitamin C that are essential for our collagen production. And grapeseed is also neutralizing the free radicals that are so detrimental to our skin. So I love this complex. I started using this maybe about, I can't remember, a few months ago when it was on promotion for like 10% off. And I do take 2 capsules as it's directed. I take one in the morning and one at night along with my LOVs. And I have seen my skin glow a lot more. So the melon extract that's in here enhances that glowing skin, and it gives your skin the radiance that you deserve. So overall, this yarrow pom, it promotes cellular health, and it also improves skin firmness, and also like illuminates and just make your skin glow all over. So the next one we have is the
Can I just
paradigm.
add something really quick?
Yeah.
Yarrow palm, the two ingredients that are listed first in there is actually vitamin C and zinc. So it's a very, very good for immunity too. So as you're helping your skin to glow, you're helping your immunity, which is really what we need in the next 3 months, and even like now with everything with COVID and the flu going on. So I just wanted to add that. But yes, thank you, Michelle.
Yeah, that's right, zinc. I was really excited that zinc was in there. Okay, so Terrazyme. Terrazyme is a digestive complex. Now, enzymes play a critical role in our hormone regulation, and also helps detoxify, and also it helps convert our nutrients into energy. And if you're not eating like 10 servings of fresh fruits and vegetables each day, that means you're not having enough enzymes to help break down that food that you're eating. So if you had a meal that was heavy on cheese or heavy on fats or oils, or even like a lot of red meat, that usually takes a bit of longer time to digest. Well, this digestion will, Terrazyme will help you, digest that food. So that's why it supports that proper elimination chimney. And with continued use, this has shown, has proven that it can calm angry and red skin. And actually for my daughter too, she has eczema, and I'm going to talk about her a little bit more later on. But she takes Terrazyme 4 times a day, once in the morning, once for lunch, once after dinner, and then once before she goes to bed. It has helped her eczema tremendously.
Terrazyme is like, it's one of my favorites. I can't say enough about how amazing Terrazyme is, definitely. Okay, and then so let's talk about the kind of almost like they sit together. PB Assist and Terrazyme really sit well together. So our PB Assist is very unique. It has a dual capsule, so it has a really interesting delivery system. So the outside has some prebiotics, and then the inside, there's a green section in there, you'll see, and that is so it's protected in the gut, in the stomach actually, to make it into your intestines, because in our intestines is where that's where all of those really good bacterias and things are. So we need to get the probiotic to the gut. Okay, so that's why it's double encapsulated. So it makes it through the stomach and passes into the intestines. So these that's the prebiotic on the first coating there, and then the inside is the prebiotic. So we're balancing bacteria for optimal health, and we're also soothing gut inflammation. Okay, so those good bacteria are helping to fight off the bad bacteria. There's a lot of inflammation, a lot of discomfort, and a lot of health issues that really stem from the gut. So taking the Terrazyme is a huge step to begin to heal it, because you're breaking down the food for proper absorption. If your food isn't broken down properly, your body's not going to be able to absorb the nutrition. And then if it's not breaking down, it's also in bigger pieces. And if you have irritation already, you're just going to have a lot of discomfort. So now we're going to add in the probiotic is kind of coming in and helping to repair and build up and heal the gut that has been really suffering. Okay, and also to maintain healthy gut. So even if you're not having a lot of gut issues, but you want to make sure that you're keeping good health, you're going to take your probiotic, and then you're going to definitely take your Terrazyme. And if you're not drinking enough water, then you're going to have a lot of other health issues, because our body needs a lot of water, and not just our body, but our brain. Our brain needs water. And if we're dehydrating our brain and we're dehydrating our body, we're going to be very fatigued. So that's going to just cause a bunch of other issues. And we already have a lot of stressors us right now. Like emotionally, stress is like up to the top for everybody under the circumstances. And then physically, if we're trying to protect our body just from bacteria and viruses, then we have to equip it with the right things. So the lifelong vitality, the Terrazyme, the PB Assist, and of course, water. And anytime you're taking supplements, you need to drink a full glass of water with the supplement. Don't just take enough water to just swallow the pill. Take enough to like really hydrate yourself as well. And if you have a hard time drinking water, some people, they don't really like drinking water. That's why they like to drink iced tea or flavored drinks or things like that. Find your favorite essential oil citruses that you like to add in and add it into your water. I guarantee you it's going to make it more appealing. And there's so many other benefits just with adding in oils. Like for example, if you're adding lemon into your water, it's like a simple step. You're actually creating a natural detox. You're naturally detoxifying your body by just adding lemon into your water. That's just one like effortless thing that you can do to add into your water. So pick your essential oil that you like, put it next to a water station if it makes it easier, but get the water into your daily routine.
So we've talked about all these different oils and supplements that can help. Well, here are some skincare lines that doTERRA offers. And this first one is Barrage. I'm going to talk about my 18-year-old again. Oh, actually, she's not 18 until next Sunday. She's kind of becoming an 18-year-old soon. That's so scary that I'm going to have an adult child. But she suffers from eczema, and she has always had dry, flaky skin. And it actually, we found out from last school year, or from March and to June of this year, that it actually was caused by stress. And but it was just all dry and flaky. So I decided to try Barrage for her because I thought, well, maybe because, you used to have your, eczema on your skin. So maybe it's from the soap that we're using, so we changed the On Guard, soap. So for her face, I thought, well, we might need to take out all the chemicals. I have one thing to do. From the chemicals, we need to remove those chemicals from your skincare. So let's try this Barrage because this is an all natural ingredient skincare, and it has been a game changer for her. At first I thought, hey, she's young and this may be, it's just ideal for aging skin, but I thought it might be too oily, but it wasn't at all. It was not greasy, but it kept her skin moist, and it's just been so great for her. It's made with all these nourishing plant extracts, so definitely game changer for her. It made her face glow. It's made her face smooth. And I've actually also stolen her Immortelle hydrating serum from this line to use because, as Latisha talked about the Immortelle, well, this hydrating serum, I have it in front of here. This hydrating serum is made from Immortelle. So all the oils from Immortelle are in here. And this is mixed with, I believe, macadamia oil. So I love this Barrage skincare line. I might actually switch over. I don't know. I haven't yet, but
I like the Barrage as well. I have all the skincare lines just because I want to sample them and try them out. One thing I definitely noticed, I did this, and I'm just telling you guys as a word of caution, I put it on and then during the day, and then I went outside and I started doing some like yard work and like washing the car, different stuff like that. I was two things. I was in the sun and I was getting really hot. And I just noticed that my skin got very sensitive to the Barrage. I was like, that doesn't normally happen, like never. So just keep that in mind. If you're going to spend the day in the sun, like go to the beach or something, or go hiking, maybe use your Barrage in the evening, excuse me, and not when you're going to be active, like temperature wise, or I think it was mostly the sun that probably affected it more than anything. Because there's some pretty potent essential oil blends in that line. So just keep that in mind, because I don't want anything bad to happen when you're using the products. I want you to have good, positive experiences. So anytime something happens, I love to share it so that doesn't happen to somebody else, right?
Right, thanks. I only noticed that in the cleanser, there's wild orange But that's, you know, it's for cleansing. That's a citrus oil that might affect that. I don't know.
I think wild orange is one of the citrus oils that's not
Oh, good.
in the sun exposure family there.
Awesome.
Right, Tina? That's how for wild orange, it's not photosensitive, is what I'm trying to say.
Green mandarin for sure. Wild orange, I've heard that before, but let me check it, double check it, okay? While you guys are you're doing awesome. I'm learning so much from both of you. And I just want to say, I saw Michelle's daughter yesterday, and it's totally true. Her facial skin is glowing.
I noticed that someone's asking if you can add frankincense into the moisturizer. Absolutely. You can cocktail, customize, personalize, you know, for yourself. There's no, I don't think there's really any limits to what you can do that makes sense to do, obviously.
I just want to say, like, Winnie, if you want to chime in, Winnie has this amazing blend that she does in the hydrating cream. So maybe she can put in the chat, Winnie, okay?
Is that for the, is that when we're talking about the essential line?
Yeah, oh, I'm sorry, yeah, when we get there. I'm so excited.
Okay. Okay, did we just switch screens to this one? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to talk a little about the HD Clear Facial Kit. Michelle talked about the HD Clear Roller in one of the other, was it for breakouts? I think it was on the breakout slide. Okay, so this is a family here. This is a trio specifically for supporting clear skin, smooth skin, and it's ideal for acne-prone skin. Almost any age, definitely teenagers, preteens, adults, any age really. So the HD Clear Roller in this set is again pure essential oils. There is no dilution. So especially for sensitive skin, you want to dilute. And there's two ways that you can dilute this roller. You can either put the dilution on the face first and then add the oil to that area, okay? Or you can take a dropper and you can remove some and place it into another roller, and you can divide that roller into half. Now you've got two rollers and you've diluted it. Now you just created an HD Clear Touch DIY, okay? So it's very important that you just understand that that's pure oil. And if you're handing it to a teenager, they may not understand what that means. And they'd be like doing this, and then they're going out to PE in their first period of school and they're in the sun and they might get irritated. And then they say, I don't want to use that. And we don't want that. We want to have positive results. So dilution on that, okay? Keep that in mind. And the other thing is you don't have to roll it on your face. You can actually roll it on your finger and touch the spot. If you have a breakout, you don't have to roll it on there. If it was my own personal one, I might not think, I wouldn't think about contamination. But, you know, I was at the convention a couple of years ago and I was at the booth with the HD Clear representative, and we were asking her specifically about rolling it on an open blemish or something like that. And so she recommended to put it on your finger, roll it on your finger, and then touch those specific areas. And then we have the foam wash, which is super simple to use. You can put it in your hands. You can use your hands to wash with it. You can also use it on the back if there's back acne. Any of this you can put on anywhere there's acne on your body. And it's easy to rinse off. If you've ever used some of our, I'm going to talk about the next line, you really have to remove the facial cleanser. This one, it washes off super fast, so it's great for people, but especially younger people who are like in a hurry, they don't really think about it. And it's not one of those cleansers that's going to make your face feel tight and dry. A lot of cleansers for skin, they want to strip the face of any oils, which actually is not as beneficial as using oil on oil. Okay, it's more complementary. So like fractionated coconut oil, essential oils, things like that. And then of course the moisturizer is really nourishing. It's not heavy. It's very light. And you can cocktail any other oil that you want to put in there for healing purposes or soothing. If you're thinking of a moisturizer, I think I'm thinking of something smooth, healing, soothing. You can add a lavender into that. You can add frankincense into that. whatever you prefer, or just use the moisturizer by itself. One thing I want to say, I'm always so impressed with doTERRA and how they put kits together. Now, if you look at I think the moisturizer by itself is, I think, like $33. And the roller is 21 or 22. Same thing with the face wash. If you buy this set on your LRP, it's $46 for the whole set. It's almost like doesn't even make sense to buy it by itself. You know, you just need to buy the set because you're basically getting one of those products free, essentially. So I think that's a great LRP perk if you get the whole trio together. Okay, this collection here is our essential skincare collection. And I'm gonna do this reverse. I'm gonna talk about the LRP that you can get with this. If you order on LRP and you get the set, the huge savings. You get to a la carte it, kind of how, if you're familiar with our Lifelong Vitality, how you can add on like 3 different products for highly discounted prices, like 50% off. You can get Terrazyme for $20. It's a $40 wholesale bottle, right? So same thing with this kit. You can pick the basic kit, and then you can add in a bunch of other items for like highly discounted price. So it's really great. I want to talk about the cleanser in this one because it's very unique and it's very different. This is the cleanser I use mostly, and I use it in the shower. It's super, super easy. I don't use it to take off my makeup. I just use it to cleanse my face. It's a cream. So when you use the facial cleanser, you actually don't put it on wet skin, you put it on dry skin. If you put it on your skin when it's wet, it'll like be slipping and sliding all over the place. When you put the cleanser on your face dry, you rub it and it moves through your skin, and you rub it on, and then you exfoliate with it on, and then you can add a little water, and then you really have to like remove it. I use one of those round little scrubbers, and I just go around and I roll all around with the little bristles with the cleanser, and then I actually rinse it off. The reason I talk about the facial cleanser is because when you get it, you're going to expect a cleanser that's going to foam. It does not foam. It does not suds. It's not a soap. It is a cream. So it's very unique. And I really like it because when I finish out of the shower, my face doesn't feel dry and tight. I already have dry and tight issues myself with my skin type. So I really like the cream for that reason, but it's not oily either. And then the next one, we have a toner. You apply the toner after. I usually put it inside of a little spritz bottle and spritz it. I've also put it in the palm of my hands and kind of, I feel like a man, like an aftershave Brute commercial or something where I'm like, you know, patting it on. You can do that. And then I like let it dry a little bit. And then I move to the moisturizer or a tightening serum or brightening serum of my choice. And the one thing I really like about the eye cream, it's a very unique delivery system. When you press it, a little bit comes out on this silver ball. It's very cooling. So you almost just want to like massage your eyes with it. I usually do like that infinity, and I go around and kind of give myself a little bit of a massage with the roller. So you don't have to touch it. You just roll it on. It's really great. And we just came out with a new brightening cream bottle. So it's a different packaging, and I think people were having a hard time with that one. So we have a new one. So it doesn't even look like that anymore. It's like, it is a tube. So the system is for people who really, really, really enjoy using a full skincare line. I mean, there's so many options there, right? Tightening, brightening, moisturizing, a scrub, toner, all those kinds of things. It's a really great collection to have into your system. It's kind of like more of a technology. It's not like the Virage is plant-based. This is not plant-based, but it is infused with the essential oils, incorporating them together, right? Any questions on that? Because this is a really big line. What's next? Okay. These are just some suggestions, some ideas of what a wellness box would look like for our skincare. So if you're ordering monthly, you're going to look at your monthly order like a wellness box. What are you going to put in your wellness box this month? And so I ask myself that question every month. Some of the things are just a given. I know that I'm going to get my lifelong vitality, and I'm going to add on, Terrazyme. I'm going to add on my PB Assist. Maybe I'm going to add in Deep Blue or something like that, because I can do 3. And now what skincare am I going to be using or needing to update, because maybe I'm running low on something. So Virage is another example. I think Virage is really affordable. I mean, if you price out skincare over the counter, a moisturizer alone is going to cost more than this whole set. I think this set is like $86 for all 4 of the Virage on your LRP. That's a great price for the moisturizer, the cleanser, toner, a serum. I know most serums that you get like at a department store or something along those lines are definitely close to $100 just for a serum. And they're not infused with certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils on top of it. So it's a great value, and not just the value, but it has such great benefits. So the Virage is a really great line to try. And then of course, if you order this, you're going to get a free oil every month if you order before or by the 15th. Things like that. So that's just kind of showing like how could I put a wellness box together? And each month that free oil will be different. And each month there's a different promo. Like I know for sure this month, the month of October, if you order 200 PV, you're going to get 4 other free oils. I think it's the Digest Zen soft gels. I need to look at the image because I don't remember it by heart, but it's a great value. I mean, you're going to get 4 free oils. The Calmer, the Tamer, which is like the children's version of the Digest Zen, and the Peppermint. So that's 5 free oils if you're ordering on LRP by the 15th, a 200 PV for yourself, because I'm sure there's a couple other things that might not fall under the line of skincare that you're going to need to add in there. It's a great month to get yourself to a 200 PV order.
And you get clove too. Did you say clove?
This month is clove. I didn't say that. I said you get a free oil of the month, but yeah, this month the oil is clove. And when I saw clove, the first thing I saw in it was love. If you cover up the C, it says love. It was like love, because it's going to love your immune system, because clove is like, isn't it one of the most antioxidants of all the essential oils, Tina?
Yes, actually of every living thing. Dr. Lisa loves it because it's higher than blueberries, it's higher than salmon, it's higher than walnuts. It's like a 2 million on the oxidative reductive capability to accept free radicals. I think there's like one thing that's higher. It's the astaxanthin, which is in our LOV omega. It's what gives it the red color. But so clove is second next to astaxanthin. So it's very, very high. Basically meaning that it can scavenge free radicals. Free radicals are the things that like cause cells to mutate, okay, which leads to cancer. It free radicals cause aging, cause the sunspots, the wrinkles, the aches and pains, just the degeneration of our bodies is from free radicals. That's why eating things that can scavenge free radicals, like all those antioxidant things, blueberries, walnuts, salmon, spinach, all that stuff, it helps you to undo damage. And then using the oils that are antioxidant, like clove and frankincense and turmeric, all those things help. All those oils help to scavenge free radicals too.
So that's our oil of the month, and we call it POM, product of the month. If you're new to ordering, you're new to your LRP, and even if you have a date that's set for your monthly order that is after the 15th, you can just push your order on the 15th or before, and then your date for October, let's say, will automatically roll over to November, and it will not order again on the date in October later. It's already, you've basically satisfied your monthly order. So go ahead and push your order ahead if you want, and you want to keep that late date in your LRP automatic shipping, and get yourself the free oil of the month when you feel like you really love it and you want to get it. And this month, of course, it's all month for the 200 PV, but it just makes more sense to order by the 15th, because you'll get another free oil, right? You'll get the clove, you'll get the love oil, the love your body oil, love your immune system. So doTERRA is always great about putting the oil just at the right time, because we're getting into the flu season, and obviously clove, it's in all of our immune supporting blends. So think about that, okay? So go back in and load up your cart with some really great things, and you'll get some great benefits for it. Okay, let's see if there's any questions, because that was a lot of information, right, Michelle?
Yeah.
A lot. But if anyone has questions that they want to just unmute themselves and ask away. Don't be shy. I know that some questions were asked also in the chat, and that Dr. Ma was answering them, so thank you for that. If you sometimes if someone asks a question, it might be the question that you're asking. So check out the chat and look for the answer in there. I see a lot of recommendations in the chat box here.
So I put a DIY hydrating cream customization thing. So if you purchase the hydrating cream, which is really affordable, it's like $30-something. If you add 10 drops of Yarrow Palm, 1/3 bottle of Immortelle, 1 drop of rose, and 2 drops of blue tansy, that really up levels it. Puts a lot of really great skin oils into that hydrating cream, which will sit on your face like all day long and all night long, right? So, okay, how much can you put of clove when you have a toothache? You just put it directly on, you can use your finger to put it on your thumb line, or you can use a Q-tip, either way. Okay, my son has really bad acne on his back. What do we do? Okay, yeah, so I would recommend a one of those scrapers, not scrapers, but like the loofah type thing, so he can wash the back skin well. I would recommend changing out his towel like every other day or every 3 days, because that's the thing. And my kids don't do this enough either. They don't change out their towels enough. And so every time, you know, and sometimes they don't like hang up their towel, they leave it on the ground, and hang it up when it's all moldy already, right? So that's important to do. You can put a drop of Melaleuca into his shower wash, because Melaleuca or tea tree is very antibacterial. Okay, and then when he puts lotion on his back, or maybe you can put lotion on his back, take the Tannin body lotion. This is a great one. It's a good base. And put 1 or 2 drops of tea tree, or do the HD Clear on his back. Okay, so he might need a little help with that, surely, but think of it as bonding time. With your kid.
Betty was asking about clove in the water. So you can definitely put a drop of clove in water, but I wouldn't recommend you put it in the water that you're going to be like drinking, you know, like savoring water. I would definitely consider doing that in a shot glass and kind of swishing it in your mouth and then swallowing it. It's not something that you necessarily want to like keep drinking in your water, and it might make your lips feel a little hot. And if that happens, just grab some coconut oil and rub it on your lips, and it'll totally minimize that that feeling of the hotness. Is that helpful?
Come here.
Yeah. So yeah, that's great. Thanks so much.
Dr. Tina, Tina, can I have a question, Dr. Tina?
Yeah.
You said the 10 drops of the Yarrow Palm and the 3rd bottle of the Immortelle. And what was that good for?
That is really high level skincare.
Okay.
It's good for wrinkles, sunspots. I mean, everything. Because you're adding all those really heavy hitting skin essential oils into a base of hydrating cream, and you're letting it just really sit on your skin after you've washed your skin and your pores are open, right? So what's in it? I put it in the DIY here. It got a little divided, but you can go up and see. It's 10 drops of Yarrow Palm, 1/3 bottle of Immortelle, 1 drop of rose, and 2 drops of blue tansy.
And you put that into a moisturizing cream? You put that into a...
Into the doTERRA moisturizing cream, and then you stir it, and it becomes blue. But then when you put it on your skin, the blueness goes away.
Okay.
And I just
essential line moisturizing cream, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what was missing. She didn't have the base.
Oh yeah, the base. Sorry. Yeah. So let me rewrite that.
You can use the Essential Line hydrating cream or the moisturizing lotion, because they have two. They have two. One is lighter and one is thicker, and you can use them like one night, one day. It just depends on your preference of skincare. If you're not going out or putting makeup on and you feel dehydrated, you could use the hydration cream during the day if you like. Typically cream and lotion. Cream is heavier, lotion is lighter.
I'll put it in the Facebook too, and I'll tag you, Diana.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Huh. Okay, great.
Any other questions we didn't get to that were in the chat box, or anything else come up that you guys want to talk about?
Good.
You guys have been such great students. Like, no one's
In
talking.
general,
No one's asking, where are the rebels? Where are you guys? What's going on here?
I do have a question. In general, what would you recommend to start out with? Because you talked about quite a bit of different lines. I call it lines.
Michelle, what would you start with?
I think someone else can answer that question.
Oh, okay. How about this? Agnes, what have you used before? Do you have a skincare line? Have you had a line of skincare before?
Yeah. So I have, things for cleansing and mask and moisturizing and eyes. For the day, I use things that have SPF 15. So now I'm starting to mix my frankincense with my moisturizer, and it's about a month now, I'm starting to see some blemishes, lighter color.
Nice. It sounds like you're definitely are doing exactly what I would have said to do. A lot of us have just skincare lines that are not doTERRA.
Yeah.
So you can work through those. Like, you can, if you really like them, but you want to go and try a doTERRA one, maybe you should just finish that up, but boost them with the essential oils for sure, like you're doing.
Okay, so once I finish that all up, I want to, I guess, figure out where do I start in the doTERRA?
The essential
quite a few
care
things.
line is really nice. If you want a plant-based line, then that's the Virage. I would say the Virage is probably the most unique, that you probably couldn't get anything else like it in any other line that you've had before.
Okay.
So I think, and it's also recommended for dehydrated skin, trying to stay moisturized and hydrated, and using essential oils and a plant-based line. The Virage is great.
Okay. Thank you.
I've heard the essential skincare line, the white one. Because yes, what one do you use? The Virage or the essential? I've used both. And then sometimes you just might have to try both to see what you like better. But I know that the essential skincare line, it kind of said, well, sometimes people think it's for more mature skin. I mean, that's one comment I've heard. I don't know.
The essential is for more mature?
And then, but not saying you can't.
Right. I heard what you said.
And then the Virage I have my kids use, but
Yes.
Yeah. I like them both. I feel like the Barrage has more oil components to it. It's more essential oil based.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas the Essential skincare line is more like lotion based, and it has like many more components. Like if you buy the whole line for $200, it has like 9 things. So if you like that, you know, like putting something different under your eyes and then putting something different in this part of your face for the wrinkles, or this part of your body. I mean, hey, skin is everywhere in our body, right?
Yeah.
Then, and don't forget your neck and your décolleté too, because, you know, that's other areas that often we forget about, but it does show signs of aging. So if you kind of like having all those options, then that essential skincare line is for you. If you want something more straightforward that is like simply essential oil based, then stick with the Barrage.
The other thing that I noticed is when I use the Barrage, I like that by the end of the day, I actually still feel the Barrage on my face. And it has like a nice little glow to it. However, if I was wearing makeup, if I was going to put foundation and powder and contouring and things like that, I probably wouldn't use the Barrage in the daytime, because the oil base would kind of mess up with my makeup. So the Essential line, more cream based, it absorbs into the skin a little bit more. And then when you're putting your makeup on, it's not like mixing as much with your makeup. So if you don't wear makeup, then either one is fine. If you're gonna wear makeup, then in the daytime, I would definitely go with the Essential line, and maybe the Barrage at night, or you know, whichever you prefer. So I hope that those will give you some ideas of what might make it work for you, you know, in your situation. I'm not wearing much makeup these days anyway, just because of the mask and it's like rubbing off and everything. So I like using the Barrage because I feel like I have a nice dewy look to my skin when I have the Barrage on, when I'm not wearing makeup.
I have a question.
Oh yeah.
This is Betty. So I asked earlier about the frankincense in my SK2, and then Tina wrote down her DIY. So do you think this looks a lot stronger than just putting Frank in the SK2?
Yeah, yeah. It's in fact, I haven't made that myself, but my friend Winnie makes it and she loves it. And it's like, it makes a lot of sense to me because it has all that really good stuff in it. But you don't have to be that sophisticated and do all of that, you know. I mean, I simply put blue tansy in my hydration and turn it blue, and I feel really like, hey, I did a pretty awesome thing for my skin. So, but you know what? If you like it all, you know, load it up, because rose is great for your skin. Immortelle is amazing. And then blue tansy, I just made a post about blue tansy. Did you know it's a good oil to use for radiation treatment? Like, because when you do radiation for cancer, like in an internal organ of your body, it really burns your skin too. And so you put the blue tansy in a spritzer and spray your radiated skin because it helps with repair. And I was reading, it also helps with allergies, it helps with inflammation, and it's really, here it is. It's like, it is totally blue. And what's interesting is it comes from my husband is, I don't know what he's doing.
Sorry.
He's in the bathroom.
I use Immortelle right here.
Why? Get out of the bathroom.
Using the toothbrush.
I use Immortelle.
While I'm teaching a class.
Overnight, I put it
Get out of the bathroom.
Here it is.
No, okay, yeah. This is how, yes. I have to go to my bathroom to give classes. Wait, this is the blue tansy. Here. Look how blue it is. But it comes from a yellow flower. Isn't that interesting? But in the distillation process, it comes out blue. So, yeah.
Nice.
Can you believe this was the little
Ray.
girl for that? He says, hi, Ray.
Okay, Tina, did you want to go on in the slides further, or did you want to stop? I mean, as far as like,
I'll stop. But you know, I do want to say something since all of you are here. I just want to say thank you to Latisha and Michelle. Latisha has been, she's like a presenting like queen. She does this all the time. But this is Michelle's first time, and I thought she did great, didn't she?
yes.
Yay.
Thank you. I thought this would be perfect for her because she has 4 beautiful daughters, and she herself has such nice skin. And then Latisha is a pro. I mean,
They can't hear you anyway. I'm muted.
if there are any pros, you know,
You're not muted, Shirley. We can hear you.
I'll mute her.
Don't give any secrets away.
Okay, I
One thing I was going to say is that any of you guys can do this. Anybody can talk about the products.
Yeah.
And you talk from experience and share your ideas and what you've learned and things like that. It's nothing that, like, I don't have a degree in this. I just use it. And I don't mind talking to people, but Michelle presented really well. She used her own experiences. And the reason I'm saying this is because there's other of us that can give a lot of insight from their own experiences, and they present in a different way, and it gives great information. You all have great information to share because you have lots of life experiences that we don't have. So yeah, it's just, we're just the ones that presented today. Nothing special for me. It's just, we love using the products and we like sharing the information. And so I think that's pretty much everybody who's here.
Yay. Thank you so much. Great job, guys. Okay, I just want to tell you about something new that doTERRA is doing. So I don't know if you've gone onto the website, but you've seen that they have like 3 little bags. And you're like, I didn't know doTERRA was selling bags. I thought they sell oils. but the oils are in the bag. And I just want to say that these are really cool because they take the guesswork out of putting an order together. I think sometimes in doTERRA, people get confused as to all the different things. So these are addressing 3 issues. Either immunity is the orange bag, pain is the blue bag, and then mood management is the light blue bag. I don't have that one because I gave it away. But I just want to say that these are called wellness kits. I call them happy kits. And they are a set and forget. They're kind of like your Instapot or your crock pot. Like you put it in your cart and then you don't have to go back to your cart for 3 months and you'll still get something new every month. Okay, so this immunity kit, the first one comes with something different than the second one and the third one. And you're like, okay, it's probably really expensive. It's not. It's only $75 and you get a lot of stuff. So the first month you get the spray, the mist to desanitize. And I was using this today at the flu clinic, the flu shot clinic, and they're like, what is that? That smells so good. I mean, has anyone ever said that to you about your hand sanitizer? No, right? This smells great and it works. Okay, then you get 3 oils in the bag. You get On Guard, which we all need now, and Wild Orange, which tastes so good in your water and it's good for immune, and then Purify. If you've never used Purify, this is a game changer. I mean, I have 6 boys and they are smelly, and this really helps to take away smell. And this is good for acne too, Shirley, this one. And I like to diffuse it. I clean my dog poop when he poops in our house. I clean the spots with this because it really takes away the smell. And then it comes with dental floss. This is so cool. It tastes really like On Guard too. And then you have the little new On Guard toothpaste. They reformulated it with hydroxyapatite. And this comes in like 10 little samples. I don't want to show you because I might give, well, I guess I could show you.
What's the hero oil? Don't these all have hero oils?
Yeah, the hero oil is On Guard. So On Guard is in here. And then you think it stops there. This is already over like $90, but you're only paying $75. It comes with the On Guard soap. So this is really good soap because people are washing their hands a lot now, and a lot of our soap has sodium lauryl sulfate, which causes really that dryness, that irritation. So if you tend to get dry washing your hands in the winter, you need this soap because it doesn't strip your skin. Hide it from your kids. I'm just kidding. but you can use this, and I make it even last longer because I fill it with half water, and this makes it foam. So you don't have to have the sodium lauryl sulfate to make it foam because this makes it foam. Okay, and then next month you're gonna get other On Guard products. You're gonna get other immunity products. You're gonna get a tea tree. You're gonna get let's see. You're gonna get a tongue scraper. So people are like, why do you need a tongue scraper? Our tongues often don't get brushed, and they are the source of bad breath. It's also a place where we have toxins built up. So if we scrape it, it helps our overall health, and there's other health benefits too. I just made a post about that. Then the third month, you'll be getting a mini frankincense roller. It's really, really cute. It has a gold cap too. And you get a little, another hand sanitizer. I think you get the On Guard mist with all of them. And you get a little holder for your On Guard hand sanitizer. And you can add on stuff too. You can add on like the turmeric capsules, the Melissa for 20% off. So it's a really great deal. So anyway, I just want to introduce these to you. And then with the pain, like if you're a pain person, so for $75 you get the deep blue polyphenols. Like this alone is $60 if you buy it outside of the kit. And then you have a really cool ball for the sore areas. You get these deep blue rub packets. This is so cute. Like you can share the deep blue rub with your friends. These can be good stocking stuffers too. Then you have the deep blue oil and the Aroma Touch oil. If you haven't tried Aroma Touch oil, this smells like spa. I love this, and it's very good for massage. My dad came over today, I gave him a massage with Aroma Touch. And then I added some deep blue, and he's like, wow, that really works, Tina. I'm like, yeah, it does. It really works. Okay, so the Mind and Mood Kit has adaptive capsules, which are a game changer for people with anxiety. Like all these teenagers are having anxiety now, and we as parents don't want to start them on anxiety medication, right? Try the adaptive capsules. They work really well within 30 minutes usually. And so the adaptive capsules, it comes with the adaptive roller, balance deodorant, which is super cute. It's like the size of an oil bottle. It's really cute. And then also a balance oil. So the kits are really, really neat. And again, it's a set and forget. So, and you can stack them. You can get 2, immune kits, and then it'll process the next month and the next month with the kit 2 and kit 3. You could get 1 mood, 1 relief, and 1 immunity, so that you have all 3 of them going at the same time. The next month you'll get all 3 of them, a different one of all 3 of them, and then the third month a different set of those 3 too. So they have little gifts inside there, and the value is amazing. Oh, you know what? The second month of the relief has a really, really cool product. It has a deep blue rub bottle that is refillable. So like you take the cap off and you fill it with your deep blue rub, and the tip of it is little metal balls. So you don't even have to like squirt this out. You just roll it with the balls onto an area of pain. Anyway, okay, so I just wanted to tell you about those because they're really cool. And you'll see them in your doTERRA office as wellness kits. And so I highly advise you to try that out. Michelle, I realized you're working in your bathroom too.
Yeah, I keep the kids out.
Yeah, I know, it's quieter, huh? Okay.
Hey, thank you, Tina.
Oh,
I'll see
thank you,
later.
Diana.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to stop recording now.